Ben and Clifton. Ben and Clifton, you're on the air.
Artie, I called because you are like the Bruce Springsteen and comedians. And what I mean by that is, if you go to a Springsteen show, there's many times where you can put in like a request of a song that you want to hear, right? Mm-hmm. With Yankee baseball coming, you have one of the greatest New York Yankee stories of all time that I'd love to hear you say again. It involves you, your father, Joey Lozito, and Frank Colantuono.
That's right. Wow. Oh, my God. My father did work. He installed an antenna for a wealthy guy named Frank Colantuono back in the day. And,
Colantuono.
That was his name. And he was a self-made guy, I think from Newark. Self-made guy. Kind of a scary guy. Not scary to me, but like my father, a very street smart, tough individual. Not to be messed with. Me, my friend Joey Lozito, and Frank Colantuono's son all go to see a Yankee game. And Frank Colantuono had great seats. So we're watching batting practice. Roy White is hitting batting practice. We're about 11 years old, 10 years old. Roy White hits a ground ball. We all go down to get the ball. Frank Colantuono's son catches the ball. This 25-year-old kid with long hair, it was 1977. He looked like, something out of Woodstock. He tattoos all over him, looked like a biker kind of guy. Grabs Colantuono's kid's arm and twists it really hard. 11-year-old kid, until he almost started to cry. And he goes, "Hey, Colantuono dropped the ball, and the kid picks up the ball like he got it, And meanwhile, Colantuono's arm is hurting. He goes back to my father and his father and tells them the story. So this is when you knew you were in trouble. My father said, "Point to him." That's what he said. So he points to the guy who's like, my father gets, they block the guy off so he can't get away. My father blocks the bottom so he can't leave, and Colantuono's on the front. And we're all sitting there like 10-year-old kids.
The aisle?
Yeah, the aisle, so they can't go anywhere. So the kid goes by my father, and my father goes, "My friend wants to talk to you up there." So he points to Colantuono. So my father just follows him up, and the guy's like, "What the hell's going on there?" And he's got the ball.
Yeah.
And we all follow him, and he just said something very Jersey. And, again, Ben might be overrating this story, but it's just when you think about it, Colantuono looks at the kid, he goes, "I'm going to explain something to you." He goes, that's my son, whose arm you twisted to get the ball. I'm going to give you a choice. You could give the kid the ball, or me and my friend are just going to break your ass. The kid looked back at my father, back at me. He quietly gave Colantuono's kid the ball and said, "You could leave." I went like,